How does a nation as vast and diverse as India plan its economic development? How do we ensure that growth touches every corner of the country? These questions lead us to India's 5-year plans, an ambitious series of programs that have shaped our economic journey since independence. Welcome to today's video where we dive deep into the objectives and evolution of India's 5-year plans. From agriculture to industrialization, poverty alleviation to economic liberalization, these plans have been at the heart of our country's growth strategy. But how have these objectives evolved over time? Let's explore. The idea of centralized planning was inspired by the Soviet model where the government would take the leading in guiding economic development. The first 5-year plan was launched in 1951 under the leadership of Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. This plan was all about laying the foundation for a modern economy with a strong focus on agriculture, irrigation and infrastructure. Let's break down the main objectives of these plans which have remained central to India's development strategy. First one is economic growth, setting targets for increasing national income and improving productivity. Second one is poverty reduction, addressing poverty through employment, better agriculture and social welfare. Third one is self-reliance, building a strong domestic industrial base to reduce dependence on foreign goods. Fourth one is social justice, ensuring an equitable distribution of wealth across all social strata. Fifth one is modernization and technological advancement, integrating modern methods into traditional sectors like agriculture. Over time, the focus of the 5-year plans has evolved to address the changing needs of our economy and society. Let's take a closer look at how these objectives have shifted with each plan. The first plan, implemented between 1951 and 1956, focused on agriculture, aiming to increase food production and address the food crisis. Infrastructure projects like dams and irrigation systems were prioritized to support this goal. The second plan between 1956 and 1961 marked a shift towards industrialization, particularly in heavy industries. This was based on the Mahalanobis model, aiming to create a self-reliant economy with a strong industrial base. The third plan between 1961 and 1966 aimed for self-sufficiency in food grains and balanced regional development. However, this plan faced major setbacks due to the wars with China and Pakistan, which diverted resources to defense. The fourth plan between 1969 and 1974 emphasized growth with stability, focusing on agriculture while maintaining industrial growth. Social justice initiatives such as land reforms were also a priority. The fifth plan between 1974 and 1978 centered on poverty alleviation with the slogan Garibi Hatao, which means remove poverty. It focused on increasing agricultural productivity and generating rural employment. The sixth and seventh plans between 1980 and 1985 and 1985 and 1990 respectively marked a shift towards economic liberalization with efforts to reduce government control and encourage private sector growth. Technological upgradation was also key during this period. After the 1991 economic crisis, the 8th plan between 1992 and 1997 introduced major economic reforms, moving India towards a market-driven economy. The focus was on liberalization, privatization and globalization. The 9th and the 10th plans between 1997 and 2002 and 2002 and 2007 focused on achieving high economic growth while ensuring that the benefits reached all sections of society. These plans emphasized social sectors like health, education and rural development. The 11th and 12th plans between 2007, 2012 and 2012 and 2017 introduced the concept of sustainable and inclusive growth, ensuring that economic benefits were widely shared while also being environmentally sustainable. As we have seen, India's 5-year plans have been instrumental in shaping our country's economic and social landscape. From the early focus on agriculture and self-reliance to the more recent emphasis on inclusive and sustainable growth, these plans reflect our nation's evolving priorities and challenges. They tell us the story of a country striving to balance the complex demands of growth, equity, and sustainability. In understanding these plans, we gain insight into India's journey, one that continues to unfold as we look towards the future.